a foot tall is flashing no eating in church. And we're looking at the light, and then we're looking back at the potato sound of the potato chip bag.
Yeah.
So sometimes we might not listen diligently, right?
Yeah.
Or hearken diligently. Okay. So he says, when you hearken diligently, that's a systematic, often very structured form of listening. And everybody doesn't listen well because we've been trained to, we're so used to multitasking and many distractions and stuff that we don't really listen well. But the Lord, this is part of the commandment, isn't it? Yes. If you hearken diligently, right? Yeah. To the Lord thy God, and unto the voice of the Lord thy God, and to observe and do. This is a whole nother thing here.
Yeah. Amen.
So we're not only listening. Somebody said years ago, you listen with one ear, but you hear with the other one. I mean, it sounds a little bit, kind of colloquial, prophetic. There's a lot of truth in that. And so we're hearkening diligently. And I like what it says here. Unto the voice of the Lord our God. It's been my observation that we listen to too many other voices.
Amen.
Maybe I said that too loud. We listen to too many other voices.
Amen.
And too many new voices.
Yes.
And too many new opinions.
Yeah.
And too many new persuasions. And the latest thing that's come out, all of a sudden has more weight than the voice of the Lord our God. Somebody might will say amen. Amen. And so these other voices and these many voices are another form of distraction, because after all, we're moving forward, aren't we?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're going places, aren't we? Huh? I mean, we got iPods that moonwalk, and we got a lot of stuff going on here, don't we?
Yeah.
Huh? You open up a bag of Doritos now and start singing, and we got all kind of stuff that's happening now, don't we?
Yes.
We're out there, you know what I mean? But have you ever considered this? The Lord gave the citizens of the kingdom, you and I, a mandate way back in Genesis. I think this was qualified as we all first mentioned. He said, I want you to have dominion over all the fish and things that fly and every animal that creeps. And then he said, I want you to have dominion over the whole earth. Okay? So did the Lord mean that, or was the Lord just kind of playing around? Since he meant it, thank you very much. Since he meant it for us to have dominion, and if we're not having dominion, then that means that there's something that we're not observing to do. Even when you hearken diligently, there's a process by which you must do something, right? And observe to do is another word for practice what the Lord has said as the end result of his commandment or promise. The end result of his commandment is what? Observe and do all his commandments, which I command you this day, that the Lord your God will set you on high above all nations. Of what? Of earth? So that means that this is another image of God as to what God desires for you and I. Amen. The station that you and I are to have in this life. Yes. Come on now. So that's God's desire for us, right? Amen. He said, I'm commanding you that you listen carefully and systematically to this, and then I want you to practice doing this. How do I practice it, Lord? Get in the mind.